The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
I've never really been a huge gamer, really. In fact, probably Super Mario was my...
Zenith.
Yeah, you know, Super Mario Kart and stuff I used to play back then.
Yeah, I think, Nath, when you
But it
think
wasn't
back to
insane.
our time, the people who had a gaming console was super rich. We would never have an Atari or any of those stuff. And then these days it's expected that every household has a PS3,
Yeah.
PS5.
Yeah. And there's people that, might play tennis Wii. And
sure.
other people that are, into those full immersive games or the first-person shooter games.
Where they have their, their special
on
gaming
Twitch
chair and the whole thing, and
All that sort
it's
of
their
stuff.
life. It's their life.
Well, Natalie, there's been a few health concerns for gamers for a while now, and this is about the fact, of exercise and what they're eating and all that sort of stuff. But geez Louise, the new one's a bit concerning. It's called Gamer Head.
What is Gamer Head?
Really-
Well, it sounds great.
They've gone all out with the name, haven't
It
they?
does really sound good, but it's not. So this Twitch gamer, he decided to shave his head during for charity during a live stream.
Yes.
And he's always felt something on the top of his head, but he always thought it was his hair. And then once he'd shaved it, he realised there was an indent where the headphones go over the top of his head. And
How
then he was
tight are
like,
his headphones?
Yeah.
Like, as in,
I
we
know.
wear headphones every day.
I
Are
know.
we danger?
We don't have Gamer Head. Do we have Radiohead?
We need to shave
Radiohead. It's a band. We know that because we're DJs.
Fun fact, the Prime Minister was playing Radiohead when we arrived
Oh,
at
there
the
you go.
launch.
It was too.
Yeah.
We need to shave our heads to find out.
Yeah,
Can't
so...
you just feel?
No, I don't think
No,
I
you need to
have.
shave your head now.
I don't have Gamer Head. So anyway, when he posted it, all these other gamers have come forward and said, "No, we have this too." One guy said he was wearing his headphones for 14 hours a day. And the indent. I've shown you the picture of that guy's indent.
It's a serious indent.
Literally. I don't even know how to explain it.
If you were to take a spoon and get it into a kiwi fruit,
Yeah, sure.
that's what it would be like.
Or like if you drag the spoon through the tub of ice cream.
Yes.
The
Yes.
indent.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah. They've so experts have come out and they have done a predictive drawing of what a gamer will look like in 20 years' time. Including,
I wouldn't call it evolution.
Yeah, including a hunched back, a really big gamer head dent.
Yes.
Yes.
They said that they would have bloodshot eyes consistently and blistered hands.
I've got blistered hands and I'm no gamer.
Oh, you do touch a joystick a lot.
It's only when I'm nervous.
But it's doing something repeatedly for, because a lot of these guys that were revealing their gamer head, they were on Twitch, so they're professional gamers.
Yeah.
Yes.
So doing something repeatedly for your work, or maybe even just something at home, can actually affect
Change your body. Yes, and it's happened to me. So on my right thumb, I have a pronounced lump. See that there?
Yes.
Yes, I can
See
see
that
it.
there? And
Yep.
that's the left hand, no lump.
Yeah, because
Right,
now people
that's
don't
me.
realise about Natalie is an avid hitchhiker.
Professional. So that is from texting. So it's from texting or playing games on my phone. That's all it's from.
So what's
right?
it called?
I don't know.
Text thumb?
I don't know.
Probably is, isn't it?
But so it's like one of the tendons has enlarged and it's got a nodule on it. And for a while it was really sore.
Yes.
And now it's stopped
Now
being...
it's gotten tough, like it's a muscle.
It's not sore anymore.
Now it's an ab.
So for a while there, I couldn't hold a pen with that hand because it would be too sore. But now the soreness is gone. I just have this nodule in that tendon.
That's unbelievable.
unreal. Yeah.
From literally using my phone.
Yeah.
We want to know how doing something constantly has changed your body, whether it be at home in your personal life. Maybe it's something that you do for your work that we wouldn't even think of.
Yeah, that's right.
But it has somehow affected your body in what seems to be in a permanent way.
Maybe you've got jackhammer back. I don't know.
Jackhammer back.
Sort of thing.
Now we're going to be
That's very
terrified that we're going to get Radiohead.
I know.
Yeah, we're going to get Radiohead for
Really
sure.
worrying. We're going to give somebody a family pass to the thing that we're legally not allowed to say, but we all know what it is. Wink, wink. The magical event on ice at RAC Arena. The families, especially the kids, are going to love this. Let's hear it for the best seats in the house with Bank West.
Lovely.
All right. Do you do something so often that your body has adapted to it? Maybe for the better, maybe for the worse.
Now. Ali, have you done anything consistently that has changed the makeup of your body?
You got that claw grip every time you grab the microphone.
Yeah, you always seem to be grabbing an umbrella really hard. Where did that come from?
I actually was speechless for the first time in my life.
talking about
What are you talking about?
when you do something so often that your body's adapted to it, like Game Ahead, where they wear headphones so much they now have an indent in the top of their head.
Yes.
That's full on.
From the headphones.
And what's yours
I've
thing's
got
called, you reckon?
scroller's thumb.
Scroller's thumb.
I've called that,
Yep.
but I have an enlarged tendon in my right thumb from scrolling on my phone too much.
But we don't know what people like, in their everyday jobs. If a brickie has something that happens to his body because he lays bricks all the time, or maybe it could be you're around really powerful smells all the time, so your body's blocked out something.
Yes, could be.
Yeah.
Whatever it might be. Hit us up. Emma, hello.
Hi, guys. Good
Hi,
morning.
Emma.
Hi, Emma.
Not your real name. Now, Emma, talk to us. Has your body adapted to something?
Yes, so during I'm a health professional, so during the peak of COVID, wearing those N95 masks, I used to work 13-hour days.
Yeah.
So my nose has adapted to make a dent now to accommodate for the mask.
Oh, honey,
So
you've got a nose
the-
dent.
Oh, yes, I do. Well, do you know what? I am from a European background, so I always had to bump. So now it's sort of like dented it back in.
So it's been positive then.
So it's gone from a speed hump to a gutter.
Yes, pretty much. So now when you feel my nose, it's all the cartridge is all worn off and it's all
Yes.
squishy instead of having being firm. So I've got a little dent in my nose now, which is great.
Wow.
That is good.
Yeah.
Is it better than having a bump?
Well, a little bit, yes.
Sean's interested.
She's like a piano, Sean. You can lay the sheet music on her face and it'll stay up. Oh, you've
Emma.
got COVID mask nose.
And thank you for being a frontline health worker all
Yeah,
through
thank
COVID,
you.
because that was a horrible time for everybody, but
Good on you,
especially
Emma.
you guys.
Yep.
All right, that's what we're talking about, 13,
Yep.
24, 10. Have you had to do something so often that your body has changed because of it?
There would have to be someone out there with a hard patch of skin somewhere from something. That's something
Agree.
that rubs a
Sean?
lot.
Yes.
There'd have to be.
I'll take some photos in the break.
Wouldn't a truckie have... Truckies are driving all the time. Wouldn't they have their bodies adapted to the truckiness of it all? I don't really know the ins and outs of what you're doing.
I think you're onto something. We've got a family pass to check out this magical event on ice. You know what we're saying. That's at the RAC Arena. It's going to go to somebody. So
Yes.
give us a call with your story.
Brian, hello.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Good,
Wonderful,
Ryan.
Ryan.
What do you do for work?
So I'm a long-haul truck driver. I drive up and down the west coast of WA.
Okay,
Right.
great. So you
Jeez.
can give us some insight. Do truckies' bodies adapt to the exercise?
Yeah, absolutely. I've had to get some chiro and physio because as I drive, I have my arm sitting up on the window on the right side.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit higher than normal.
Yeah.
So it's kind of pushed my alignment and my shoulders out of line. So my right shoulder sits a little bit higher.
Yeah. Ryan, it's actually a big deal with your scapula, Nat. You would know the scapula moves up higher.
Yeah, that's right.
And then it
Yeah,
causes
yeah.
you a lot of grief. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've had to do all sorts of stuff to put on the side of my door to deter me putting my elbow up, try and
Like some
try and
spikes or
discourage
something.
that.
You know when people
Yeah,
are
yeah.
at a concert and they're clapping in the air, do your hands never meet?
Yeah. Right hand's always higher.
Hey,
Judges all these high fives.
Ryan, going for a drive for you, like you're doing long hauls and stuff, say if you just went, a couple of hours in the car, is that just like a piece of cake for you? Have you got a real...
Oh, yeah. No, the hardest part is when we go away and it's, a 3-4 hour drive and I've got young kids and they're like, oh, it's a long way. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's 3 hours. It's just around the corner.
Yeah, I bet.
Hey, when you're driving, what's your favourite thing to eat? Because we get excited when we get food here. So, and truckies, you must have something.
A lot of truck
you know
stops.
those, you get those stackers at the shops, like a rice cracker, a piece of cheese and a piece of salami?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always the go-to. They're always the best.
Okay.
Bless you.
And Ryan, do you have a roadhouse that we can pop into that you like for sausage rolls or anything along the journey, a burger?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Just outside of kind of Narrow, there's a really good one there. It's always good. They always
that's
love
handy.
the people and yeah.
Well, Ryan,
outside
next time you swing by, do yourself a favour. I don't know, go in and grab us some and then swing by and over. Hey,
It's a
All
fair
right,
way
sounds good.
back.
that's all right. That's all right. He's got a cooler.
Good on you, Ryan. Thanks,
Thanks,
buddy.
Ryan.
Lee's in Palmyra. Hello.
Hello, Lee.
Hi.
Hi, Lee.
Lee. Okay, talk to us.
All right. Well, it's actually not me, but
Yeah.
it's my husband.
Mm-hmm.
He is a carpet layer, and he has got a callus on his knee
Yeah.
and one on his ankle on the opposite side from where he kneels down and knocks the carpet in, as they say.
So because they have that thing where they bang it with their knee. There is a thing called carpet layer's knee, which is a bursitis of that's above the kneecap.
Yeah, because they're really jammed.
Yeah.
But it is a real shame when people realise that you do have a callus on your knee as a man.
Yes.
And carpet burn.
And carpet burn.
It is
Are
always
you sure he's laying carpet? What's his boyfriend think?
Hey, Lee, do you have carpet at your house, or have you gone floorboards?
Oh, a little bit of carpet in the bedrooms. That's it.
Does the carpet match the drapes?
Thank you, Lee.
Sweetheart.
Laura's in Oakford. Hello.
Hello, how you going?
Hi, Laura.
Laura, has your body adapted to something?
Well, yeah, it's kind of grown and adapted all in the same sentence, really. I've always been a runner. I'm quite fit and done lots of running, and I've got 4 beautiful kids now, and kept running and all that. And over the years, my second toe, which the one next to your big toe,
Yes.
it looks like a hammer.
What do you
And it's turned into a hammer. So being that I've got 4 young kids and, they're into all the Disney movies and that, they call it Ralph. And so when I wear thongs and that in summer, and, it's a bit of a weird-looking toe now, they're like, that's Wreck-It Ralph. That's, do you know Disney films?
Oh, yeah, Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah. So, my toe looks like a hammer. So, yeah.
And that's happened through running, Laura?
That's from just, a lot of running over the years, and so that's my little token to fitness, really.
Have you run marathons and stuff?
Yeah, so half marathons, and just putting in lots of miles, and So,
we're looking at a photo now.
That suggests when whoever designed the human body, whoever you believe in, didn't mean for us to run all the time.
Yeah, that's right. That's a short
that's what I'm thinking. But, so with all my medals and trophies and that, I've got the old hammer on my toe now. So,
Hammer, bring it down
the kids
hammer.
love it.
There you go,
Laura's bringing
right?
down the hammer.
That was Laura, brought to you by Bunnings.
That's great. Thanks, Laura.
Lower prices every day.
Well, I'll tell you what, I enjoyed all of those. Family Pass, though, to the magical event on ice. You can all guess what that is at RAC Arena. Everyone wants to go. Let's hear it for the best seats in the house with Bankwest. Ryan with his uneven shoulders as a trucker. You're going to get them right.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
So when we were in Canberra, we finished our show after the night of the dinner with the PM and Jodie at the lodge. The PM came on and spoke to us and said, I'll see you at Parliament House that day. Now, we knew that there was going to be a bit of a tour. And
That's right.
But we did not really think that we're going to be seeing the PM.
I think the main thing was before we were knowing that we're going to do the tour, we're all having a bit of a as if we're not tour people. We're not those people.
Oh, my God, but we're the most
We'd be so
interesting
bored.
tour
Yes.
at Parliament House.
That's right. So
amazing.
we got part of the public tour, in all the public spaces. But then we got escorted by a staffer to the PM's office, which was amazing, and sort of some of the other backroom kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And Patrick Gorman, who's who's your local member,
Yes, I know.
Nathan, member for Perth.
Both Amy and I, when we got back, pulled a letter from Patrick Gorman out of our letterboxes. I was just in Canberra with you. Yeah.
And
was
so he
lovely.
was showing us around, and he took us through some doors, and then into the chamber of the House of Representatives, into these seats that are they're not the public gallery, because that's sort of on the second level. They're sort of, and we had to go split up and go in small groups because there weren't always enough seats. On the seating plan, they just said they're for officials. But we were almost within touching distance of the speaker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We were like
She was right
front row
there.
seats. And we respectfully took our hats off because we thought we want to be respectful of the
And you had
process.
to bow when you go in.
And you got to remember, this chamber's the part where they all go in there and just go berserk at each other. They're all screaming and laughing.
It's
and
what you see on TV when they're doing question time.
It reminds me of when you see the basketball and the people are courtside with the seats.
Yes.
That's exactly
We
what
were very close.
Straight away, I thought this is a silent thing that we're doing in here.
Yes.
But Patrick was speaking to us and explaining us what's going on. So we were very quietly whispering and stuff. And then next minute, a security guard has walked over and pulled Patrick aside. We can all hear. And the security guard said now, was it the governor or the commander of the room?
Yes,
The
someone
guy
whose
with
job it is to be
the
in
gold
charge
pole
of
guy. There's a gold
the
scepter thing. The guy that owns
That
the
guy.
gold scepter.
Yeah, the Game of Thrones, the scepter person?
Yes, had sent the security guy over to say that we were violating dress codes and we had to leave, which was
Well, Patrick said that was a bit weird because MPs will turn up straight from the gym and that kind of thing. If there's a vote, they will be wearing, they could be wearing very casual clothes. So we didn't know where we went wrong. And I was wearing jeans. I had a collar though. Maybe it was a collar thing. Maybe it was a shoe thing.
I was wearing
runners.
Pants. I had my brand new puffer jacket on.
Maybe they're anti-puffer jackets.
Maybe because Sean had a puffer too.
Yeah, but I had tracky pants on. That shouldn't be allowed.
Did you have tracky pants on?
No, they were like a.
No, they weren't trackies.
It was a jogger.
That's
you had your
green ones. You had your green ones. You had your green ones.
No yellow.
No, you wore his green one.
No yellow.
Did he?
You sure?
You wore your yellow tracky. I bet didn't.
No, I don't think you did.
I don't think you did either. Okay, now okay, you know what? We're going to talk about something else, but now this is what we're talking about. You didn't. You wore your green pants.
Definitely. Show me a photo.
Okay. Yeah, see?
Apologise to Sean, please. Don't just assume he's wearing tracksuit pants all the time.
So Sean did wear something akin to a green cargo pant, which of course...
I feel much better now.
They're like, but they're jogger style. I don't know.
Anyway.
You don't know how we violated the policy, but we violated the policy and we had to get out.
It's just been a while since we've been kicked out of something.
I know. It could be the shoes.
It could be the Shaw's filthy shoes.
Oh, and the fact his shoelaces were undone.
The way he does his shoelaces enraged me. He ties them to the side, like the inside of his foot, instead of like it's centred, and it just...
pictured in the Prime Minister's office with his shoelaces completely undone.
Yeah.
You monster.
It's really, it's been affecting me lately.
Anyway,
I'm going to go to the double knot.
We hadn't been kicked out of somewhere like that for a long time.
Well, no, I don't think anyone... we've never been kicked out of something like that. And we know a lot of people have been kicked out of certain events.
Yeah, nightclubs and bars and things. But no, that's a given. You probably deserved it.
We want to know, okay, it's a unique situation, right? Something like us, we'd never been to the Chamber at Parliament.
Yes.
So a unique situation, and you were asked to leave. We want to know where you were and why they wanted you gone.
All right.
We're going to give somebody a family pass to something we legally can't say on the radio. All the lawyers will get us. But we can tell you it is the magical event on ice that is at RAC Arena. You know what we're talking about. Let's hear it for the best seats in the house with Bank West.
All right, 13 24 10. We want to know where you got kicked out of and why. But don't say a pub or a nightclub. Because
we've all done that.
We know why you got kicked out of that.
If you got kicked out of a funeral, yes.
Elise, hello.
Hi, Elise. Hi, mate.
No, moving you around on the board. Elise, where did you get kicked out of and why?
It was my son, actually. I was at IKEA one day and put him in the crate, the Smiland, I think it's called, to do my shopping. And he was 3, he was toilet trained, so no problem. And they called me, they're like, you need to come and get him now. So I panicked thinking he was hurt. They're like, no, he needs to go, like he's being removed.
Oh.
And I was like, why? Like, what did he do? And they're like, he peed into the ball pit, sit on the edge.
There's no way he's the first one to do that.
I agree. Yeah, definitely. Plenty of kids would have peed in the ball pit.
Of course they would have.
Yeah.
It's a ball pit.
It's a filthy little place.
Yeah, I reckon the staff pee in the ball pit.
It's funny though, Elise.
You can't kick out a kid for peeing in the ball pit.
But you do
in the meatball pit in the cafeteria, yes.
You do just write that down and think, yep, that's going to be good for the 21st speech, don't you?
I think if a kid number 2's in the ball pit, that's another story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is another story.
Okay, well, that's there. Jill's in Mount Lawley. Hi, Jill.
Hello.
Hey, Jill. Talking about being kicked out of some unique places, Jill. What you got for us?
I was in a hospital in China with my now husband, and the reason we got married is because at the time they kicked me out of the hospital because we weren't married.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't qualify to be a visitor because you weren't his wife? Is that the...
Correct. So we didn't plan to be on a hospital in China. We were actually on our way home from Japan.
Yep.
And we were on a flight, and he had a little mini seizure, which is always alarming. Doesn't matter how many it is. It was quite alarming. But so we got disembarked, which was not planned.
Yep.
And then we got moved around to 3 different hospitals, which was also not planned.
Yeah.
And so they finally found a hospital, and they said, right, this is cool. And they went, you'll need to go. And I was like, to where? I'm meant to be in Perth right now. I'm not meant to be in mainland China.
Yeah.
And they just went, oh, you're not married, you can't stay.
Oh, my God. Because you're not married. So,
that's hardcore.
What do you...
This sounds like you set it up to make him marry you. Is that what happened?
It really wasn't, no.
Actually, to be honest, that's the only thing that makes sense. Wow, Sean, you told me women are manipulative. Yeah. This is next level.
I told you, mate.
Didn't know they involve Chinese hospitals.
that's
are
next
players
level.
too.
First, you've got to get the plane diverted.
Dude.
Amazing. Thanks, Jill. Michelle, hello.
Hi.
Hey,
Michelle, where did you get kicked out of?
I got kicked out of one of the main 2 shopping centres. I was doing my shopping, and I got kicked out for eating too many grapes.
Without paying for them.
The ones in the plastic bags.
You're stealing grapes, right?
Yeah. I had my full shopping trolley full of shopping, so I was literally walking around. I was gonna buy the bag, which is $7 regardless of how many I'm eating out. But I had my full shopping trolley, so $200 or so I was about to spend in the shop. But I think the security guard thought I was being too liberal with the grape and asked me to leave. Yeah.
But wait there, because you're right. You do buy those grapes by what the bag costs, so it is you can eat them, or is it like...
They do frown upon people eating their goods before
because you see people pick up chocolates and they eat their chocolate while the thing and they keep the wrapper.
I don't think you're supposed to, though.
No, you're not supposed to.
No,
I've done it with
not
a Coke
yours
or something.
What do you mean? You've done it? What?
I've done it with a Coke or...
Have you?
I don't think you didn't think you
I
drank.
don't think you drink Coke.
Anything like Coke or anything.
No, I went on airplane.
Secret eater.
You guys.
Thanks, Michelle. Chanel's going to finish us off. Hi, Janelle.
Hi, how you going? Happy Friday.
Hey, Janelle. Happy Friday to you too. Where did you get kicked out of?
My daughter's year 1 assembly.
Oh, okay. What happened?
Monster. What did you do?
So it was my daughter's first assembly at school. She had a pretty big part being the narrator, the storyteller. But she was going through this phase where she didn't want me to attend anything, and I was like, oh, okay, I won't go, but then actually snuck in the back and sat in the back row in a seat thinking she wouldn't see me, and then it all sort of went to start, and then none of the kids came on the stage, and there was this big delay, and everyone was kind of waiting, and next thing you see the teacher come off the stage and comes sort of trotting down the back, and everyone's kind of looking, following her, and then everyone's turning around, and she's come up to me, and she goes, excuse me, we're going to have to ask you to leave. And I said, well, what do you mean? She said, well, your daughter won't go on if you're here, and she's got a big part, and we can't. You're going to have to go.
Do without her. So your daughter had security called on you. Your daughter had you kicked out.
I know, so I had to pick up my handbag and leave, and everybody was watching me.
You look like an absolute monster of a parent. How old was your daughter?
5.
Because there's all these videos floating around at the moment that are like guilting parents saying this is why you should turn up, and it's a kid who's doing exactly what your daughter is, but on stage, and is looking for their my dad's going to be here, oh there he is, and their face lights up, and they're like, this is why you should turn up to your kids' stuff. And it's like, no, not always, because sometimes they don't want you there at all.
Wow, you know what?
That's full on, Janelle.
When you think about that's how she sees you at 5, think about when you're later in life and like you're going in the worst nursing home.
You good luck, Janelle.
She's just going to tie you up to a tree in a park and just leave you and just hope the birds feed you.
Janelle, we got something you can lure her back with. A family pass to the magical event on ice at RAC Arena. Let's hear it for the best seats in the house with Bankwest, Janelle. You'll get it back on site here.
Maybe she'll
hey,
let you come
Janelle,
to
get her back. Don't take her. Tell her all about it. Don't
I won't take her.
Don't take her. Take another little girl.
You wouldn't like it. Oh, good on you, Janelle. That's a cracking story.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.